I'm Chopsicle the dog, and this is 10 easy 3D painting illusions to trick your brain. This is oh, this stuff is so cool. All right, look at that. He's wrapping saran wrap around the tree. Oh, this is probably so he doesn't hurt the tree. Now he's going to paint on the saran wrap. He's got, all right, he's building in the, oh, I can start to see it forming. Right? So he is actually painting the scene behind the tree. He's getting that. This guy must be so talented at first. It just kind of starts out like a general rough idea of what colors are back there. Now he's going in with more detail. All right. I don't know what he's using. This could be oil paint. Um, it probably is something oil or acrylic because he's painting on plastic. And I know not every paint is gonna hold very well on Saran wrap, but look at that. That is pretty realistic looking. Wow. Okay, now we've got a present or a box that is going in. Oh, he's painting to get the lines right, or he's taping to get the lines right. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Now you've got to get the angles from where the camera will be. So I think he steps back, looks through the camera, and then makes sure that he's put the tape in the right spots. Because if you're just sitting up near the box, you're going to do it from the perspective of where you're sitting instead of where the people will view it from. All right, look at that. Yep. Okay, he's getting the curves going up the box. Man, this is actually really satisfying to see. I know they're tricking our brain, but look at that. He made it look like carpet and like the wood molding and the wall. That's so cool. Okay, so this is how he did the one where he disappeared when he walked into the tree. It's like he was going into Narnia or something. All right, so he is painting again. It looks like going to be the scene behind, but then also he's gonna be painting the tree itself. All right, we gotta get in the especially he's gotta focus on, like, the shades, like, the dark areas, the light areas, that's what is gonna show up the most and really kinda, like, contract or contradi contradict what you're seeing is if you end up with, like, a contrast that shouldn't be there. Alright, so, yeah, he's getting in the details around the base of the tree. He's getting the bark going. Okay, we got some branches hanging down. That is key. Okay, that is key. So that really does start to blend into the background, I think. That tree is really starting to look realistic. Look at that. You can barely tell that that's not part of the tree if wow, if we didn't know what he was doing, I don't think I would have noticed it. This time he's using paper. And then he's got the Saran wrap to hold it to the tree again. All right, he's painted it up. He's painting. And again, he's doing kind of the same thing where he's got the trunk of the tree where the rings would be, kind of facing down and then also up. And now he's painting. Okay, that's going to be like Pegasus, the horse from Greek mythology. That is so cool. Oh, it looks like the horse is, like, flying through this and the tree just magically opened for him. That's so cool. Look at that, it's so real. Wow. You know, if this was permanent, I think people would go visit these trees. That is so cool. Alright, now he's painting a chair. Okay, he's painting it the same color as the curtain behind the chair. Okay. I think we see where he's going with this. We're gonna trick the eye to not even know the chair is there. Then maybe he'll go and like sit on the chair. We'll be like, "Whoa, you're just sitting in the air, man." Oh, I wonder if that's how the street performers do it. Maybe they know what angle the camera will be at, and they go and, like, it looks like they're sitting in, like, thin air. I don't know if you've ever seen any of those videos, but, I bet you they do something like this, like, they paint the background, so when they sit, it looks like and then they pay people to walk by and look amazed, be like, "Whoa, look at that, I couldn't even tell." When in person, "Yeah, look at that." He's like, "Oh, that just blends in so well." Okay, there we go. Oh, this is gonna be harder. He's got an entire, like, forest behind him. So he's got a lot of detail to think about, and it looks like he's painting maybe a deer. Yep, that's gonna be a deer for sure. Wow, this has gotta take him a while. I wonder how many hours he puts into each of these paintings. He looks like he's a really fast painter, though. I know some people are much, much slower, and some people are way fast. He's probably a speed painter, doing a good job on the deer, better than I could do with my paws. This is super satisfying to watch. Wow, look at that. Amazing illusions. And you can tell, like, when you're not looking at it through the camera angle. See, look at that. Now through the camera angle, you can't even tell. Then he knocks it over. All right, we're doing another one on a tree. This time it's saran wrap again. And I think he painted it with some kind of like a primer, something to make it easier to paint on and get even paint. I wonder what that's going to be. So again, we have the rings or that inner part of the tree inside the bark showing through. This time he's drawing a little bit more of the rings in there. Oh, is that going to be a hand? Yes, it's like he's holding up the tree with one finger. So I would have loved it if like the bottom of the hand there, like the wrist area or a little below the wrist actually like formed into the tree. So it looked like the tree itself had grown into a finger and it was holding it up. Like that's the rest of his arm, if that makes sense. Would have been hard to get the proportions right, but look how cool that is. Oh, he's holding the tree up with one finger. Wow. Wow. When he walks behind it, it's so cool. All right. Oh, this time he's got a ladder. A ladder is, just like the chair, it's a much smaller surface. So he should be able to paint it faster. But he does he does it is gonna be a tougher surface to paint on and tougher to get the angles right, I would think. But look at that, it's already coming into shape. Look how fast that is. Oh, he even knows. I wonder, he's got to be stepping back, looking through the camera, walking up. If you've seen any of those shows where people will like stand in front of something and they paint the person, it's like camouflage painting, or I think that's basically what he's doing with objects and stuff like that. It is blending in. But he's got a little work to do because he does have to focus on that back side as well. The back kind of leg or, of the ladder, because that part does show through. Like that's the one part you can kind of see. Look at that. It's like he's walking in thin air. I don't know. That illusion wasn't quite as illusionary as the chair, I think, but it was a much tougher background. Okay, what's he gonna paint this time? So he's going with the rings of the tree again. That's kind of his signature. And we got some darkness. He's got something in the middle again. This could be kind of like the Pegasus, but it's gonna be something else. I can't figure it out yet. Okay, a person? Oh, maybe it's gonna be like a ghost. Oh, this is a spooky one. Kinda reminds me of the girl from the Nightmare Before Christmas. Alright, I can't remember her name. If you remember her name, write it in the comments because I can't remember it. There he goes, adding in the details. Yep. Little darker around the wood. It seems a little light. I don't know, maybe that is the color of what the inside of the tree would look like. Oh, he's adding in the details. Now the dress is really starting to take shape. Oh, look at that. It's like a ballerina. I think it's like a ballerina spinning and holding holding the tree up with her head. All right, this time he's just painting on a canvas. All right, he's got a background going. He's painting it. Got some orange and browns for the beach, maybe. Oh, is this gonna be like his YouTube, this is probably gonna be like his YouTube symbol or something. He's got the play button maybe, but we'll see. I bet it will turn out to be also part of oh, look at that. He hits play and the clouds go by. That's so cool. And he's painting right on top of it. So he must yeah, that part's being green. He was able to actually use it as a green screen and put the visual behind it. That is such a clever idea. This guy is a genius. And of course, I'm going to put a link to this video in the description so you can see the original video and show him some love because he deserves it for sure. And as always, I left a link to the original video in the description. And I'm Chopsicle the dog. Tell me I'm a good boy by subscribing and liking the video.